Hi, everyone. So this is going to be a review of materials in the reading folder. So just a reminder, you go to the remote learning folder 2020, and you will notice in here the new week's date, April 13th through the 17th, is above last week's information. Last week's information will be still available and it'll continue to be available if you didn't complete something. So we're going to go ahead and click on this week's work. I'm going to go right to the reading folder. I do want to review expectations for reading A through Z. So after you click on the link, you find your name, and you're going to type in the password that you created. Once you've typed in your password, you'll see your screen. Now, just a reminder, before you do flight check, reading room, level up, you need to go right to my assignment. My assignments are the books that I'm assigning you to listen to first, read to me by recording yourself, and then answering the questions. And I review all that information to see how you're doing. So I'm clicking on my assignment, and you're going to take notice that I had already begun my book from last week. I listened to the story. I read the story, but I have not finished the question. So I need to have 3 check marks. So just to remind you, when you listen to the story, you'll get this nice big green play button. You press play, and then you'll hear the story. When you finish listening to the story, you are then going to go ahead and then you're going to go ahead and read the story. So what you're going to do is click on the record button. You're going to press this button here to start recording you, and then you will record. Once you've completed your story reading recording, it will go ahead and automatically send that to me. Lastly, after you've done those first 2 things, it'll open up the questions. If you notice here on my new book for next week, I do not have the questions highlighted because I have not completed the first 2 things yet. Once you go in to answer the questions, you click on the questions and read the question. This one says, which animal was not in this book? If you do not remember, you can actually go back to the book and look for your answer in the book. And that is okay because we all have that where we forget an answer. So by me going back, I was actually able to find my answer. Once you've received the recheck marks, that means you've completed the assignment. Each book needs to be completed each week, but if you did forget to do some things last week, you are allowed to complete that information, those tasks and assignments and that information for this week. So I want to go back to the reading room so you can see everything. So just a reminder, in the reading room, this is a room where you can find and read as many books as you'd like, but the expectation is that you do your assignment first. Then you have flight check. Now, not everyone will have flight check. Flight check is just a practice of words. So once you click on the words, you're going to go ahead and click the button and you're going to record yourself reading the words as you see them show up on the screen. So just to share with you, I'm going to click this. Here's the first word. It says them. It says, do you have time to complete the activity? You hit yes. You say the word them, little, have, and you'll go all the way until you reach the end. And I'm going to go ahead and stop right there and close out of reading A through Z. Going back to our reading folder, there are 2 new activities in here. We have signs around you. You do not need to print out these documents. The goal for this activity, students, is that you are able to easily identify words that are around you that you'll see on signs. So you're going to look for the word that you're going to be practicing at the beginning of this week. So this happens to be the first word this week is stop. You're going to find the word by just pointing to it on the screen and then find the actual word in the word lists. That is all I'm expecting you to do. You do not need to print this out. Just read the directions on the first page and you'll know exactly what to do. Lastly, you also have your reading Symbaloo. And just as a reminder, in your reading Symbaloo, you can click on any of these websites that you like. We're just going to go ahead and click on Story Online. And you'll be able to see that with Story Online, you can just easily access any story that you're interested in listening to. Remember, if you have any questions, just go ahead and ask. You can send me an email, parents, or students. You can send me a message through Schoology.